Hi everybody, and welcome to the Axion Community Live Show. Welcome, of course. I have put out the invitation for the community to come on and have a good old chat and talk about everything Axion. Obviously, talk about Warp and, of course, the Legion pledge that's on at the moment. So if you want to come on, get into the green room and pop on the show. So we've got a lot to talk about, of course. We're going to get into the deep dive of Axion, Axion's price bounce back. We're going to have a look at accumulating Axion at the moment. It's pretty tasty. And of course, much more than that. So we're going to get a Warp Bond, and see how that project's going. Obviously, it's got a lot of GameFi just rolling out. Looks pretty exciting. We'll check that out. Also, we're going to go to OpenSea. Understand we've got some new NFT visuals. I'm on some of the liquidity NFTs, so we're going to check out that too. We've got Nicholas is in the house. Axion, mind-blowing crypto. Absolutely, Nicholas. Big shout out. A special shout out to Stephen out there, is accumulating Axion at the moment, and of course, moving up from a dolphin up into the whale. Man, this is the best time at all. So we'll check out the price later on. Stephen, big shout out to you. And yeah, it's great to see hardcore Axionauts out there accumulating Axion. Pretty exciting to see that for sure. So cool. So once again, the invite is out. You can see the invite there to StreamYard. Just hit that link and you'll be able to jump on into the green room and get on the live show as we go into the community show. So pretty cool. Once again, it's optional. And of course, you can just stay in the chat if you like, but welcome onto the show. So let's get into it. So the last updates that we had on the Axion announcement on Discord there, and a big shout out to Pullen and Dead Poet and all the rest of the team for all they do. Death Row, Peter C, McMarty, Eskimo, T Deli, and Jubin, and all the rest of them. A big shout out to them and the rest of the team that's not in there at the moment. So cool. Obviously, there's some cool stuff happening at the moment. Obviously, we've checked out the latest updates and live hangout that's on Axion Official. And good to see Axion Official YouTube growing really strongly. So I'd like to see that. Let me just check the audio, make sure that's all up and running on that at the moment. So let's double check. I'll always make sure that I'm actually included. Let's go double check that. Yeah, that's all up and running. So looking good there on the live there. Cool. Feeding well. Yeah, let's get into it. So we've got the live updates. Axion Official YouTube has been growing pretty strongly on the channel there. So nice to see that. Done some really good videos around security with getting good security over your crypto. So some good growth coming from that too. The other thing, of course, is if you want to check out my live stream from 2 days ago, we went through the roadmap for Axion. So that's if you want to check that out, we went in detail into the roadmap. And, of course, their team has been delivering some really good stuff. Now, one of the special things that's on at the moment, of course, is the Ledger giveaway. This is through the Axion Official YouTube channel. So they're giving away 5 more custom branded Ledger Nano S's. So beautiful stuff. A great way of protecting your crypto, but also getting that Axion branding is pretty special as well. Easy to take part, of course. Like the video on the actual channel there. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment on the video stating why you are so bullish. So there is the 3 links. Let me just post the video there. If you want to take part of that, and you post it in the chat for sure. Just had something move in the room there. I'm not sure what that was. So 5. Let me put the topic on there. 5 custom Nano S's. I'm going to copy that over and put that in the chat too. If you want to get into that. So let's go to that. Oh, keep putting the wrong one there. Bam. All right, so that's the one there. So you can hit that. If you want to participate, 5 custom branded Ledger Nano S's to give away straight out from the factory, but being branded. So looking really good there. We've got the Kim's in the house. Hi, sirs. And all sir. Hey, good to see Kim in the chat there. Very cool. And I like the title there, Stand with the SEC for Trust Building. As long as I don't get too nosy there, Kim. As long as I don't get too nosy, that's for sure. So there is the competition. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on that video stating why you are bullish on Axion. So get into that one. Very cool. So that's the update, of course. We've got the guerrilla tweets. Besides the YouTube content creators, we've got pretty hardcore stuff happening on Telegram, on Discord with the community chats, and, of course, on Facebook as well. And also the guerrillas are getting out there. There's about 30 guerrillas get out there and spreading the word. So you can see them. They've been pretty hardcore at work. We got 49 messages. So they're doing a lot of good stuff. So I'm going to scroll right down to the front there. Big shout out to Gorillas for all you do out on Twitter, getting the name of Axion out there and getting us ranked up on the Polygon network and doing a great job. So big shout out to MJ. Who else is in there? Shimmerfield. Pullen is in there as well. Melee and lots of others there. Look at that. So looking really good Big shout out to all of you. Kraken OG, love it. Rich OG as well. So a lot of the OGs there with NFT holders getting out. Kraken OG, love it. So big shout out to you guys for all you do, getting the name Axion out there. Kim says bullish because Putin will end up with nice and the market will respond. And that's true. Just hope SEC needs to clear Ethereum next, says Kim. Nice one. All right, so make some room for Axion. That's probably the best way, Kim, for that. So that is the latest and greatest from the one there. We'll finally look at Axion Twitter. This is the official Axion Twitter, and they've been doing lots of messages here. I'm just going to scroll right through to today and get into that. So they've been doing lots of cool stuff here. What have we got here? Axion coming soon. Something that's coming soon. So that looks pretty good. That's today. Something coming soon. Woo-hoo-hoo! So that looks like possibly the NFTs. So Galaxy NFTs possibly is coming soon. I think that's what it's talking about there. It's got NFTs and DeFi. So that probably is the Galaxy NFTs coming. Looking excited about that. Lots of cool things coming out. So the Axion marketing team's been active on Twitter. I love how they do that. And of course, I love this. We get some big price X returns up here. The price will go up pretty big. And of course, the valuation of market cap will follow it up as well. And that's just a supply and demand, right? More demand than supply. And that's the way you go. So cool. At the moment, of course, the prices are pretty attractive. So we're going to check out that. Let us jump over to the Axion price. We're at 0.0002927. So a big shout out to Stephen, who's been accumulating in here. And let's have a look at what we actually had to sell off when the market pulled back with Ethereum and Bitcoin. And it's had 3 moves down. And of course, when it pulled back, eventually it caught up with Axion. Axion was holding up pretty well. And of course, you just need 1 or 2, decent sized accounts. We had 2 accounts back here. We had, a large account and a medium sized account, about 100 million and was it 190 million, something like that. That was sold down here. And of course, we've recovered from that. We reached the bottom of a quadruple 0.2533 was the low. And of course, man, you could pick up 100 million Axion on SushiSwap for 1 Ethereum at that point. So that really allows new investors in Axion to pick up a very strong position and, of course, ride the way up. At the moment, we're back up almost 16%. Can you believe it? So we've actually really recovered quite strongly. And, of course, you can see some nice little green volume candles coming into this play. And I'm gathering one of those is Stephen there. So big shout out to Stephen for sure, accumulating. All right, so cool. Let us go in. I think I know probably at least half a dozen people at least that are telling me that they're looking to accumulate different times. So I'm sure maybe some of them are in there as well. All right, so that is the hourly. Let's have a look at the daily and see where the daily candle's sitting. Obviously, when you have some large accounts sell, you get a little bit of a sell there. So we're still trying to get back up to this target amount, quadruple 0.05. That is our target, and that's going to start breaking this downtrend in the chart. Of course, there was a lot of volume. We had Bitcoin free claimers. We had big payday 1, had to absorb all that selling. And of course, that's where we're at the moment. We've also had some market corrections. So you've got to absorb all that and to move up. So that's our target to get start to forming an uptrend is quadruple 0.05. And here we are. We're pushing back up to that quadruple 0.3 mark. But at the moment, you can still pick up a lot of Axion. So let's have a look at that. Of course, let's go and have a look at the market details. We've got 161,000 in total liquidity. We've got $14,500 in daily volume, which is actually a little bit of a pickup from what it was. Pulled ETH is 30.5 ETH in there, and pulled the market cap at $2.5 million US. What else we got there? The circulating supply 84 billion, and the 1 ETH at the moment. What's that got there? 1 ETH will get you 92.5 million Axion on 1 Ethereum, so that's pretty attractive, right? And 1 ETH at the moment was $2,662. So $2,662 US will get you 92.5 million Axion through SushiSwap. Of course, if you go through Accelerator, you're going to get all the bonuses in Accelerator. You'll get even better rate. So it's pretty good as well. Nicholas says, where can I find the warp price of the Axion launch from January? Where can I find the warp price of the Axion launch from January? How can I withdraw those warp tokens? You can sell those warp tokens on SushiSwap there, Nicholas. And what else? Where can I find the warp price of the Axion launch? Well, you can find it on the actual chart there. I've got the actual warp chart here. And of course, I don't know if this has the very peak price because the first day was it was kind of botted out. Someone ended up buying like 130 warp or something on that day. But here is the pair. Let me paste it in for you into the chat there for you, Nicholas. And hopefully that gives you some idea as well. That will give you the price at the beginning. You'll have the first candle there. And of course, I don't know if we have all the trade history back that far. We just got the last 504 trades here, but you can go back on the, if you go to the actual liquidity pair, you got the pair here, set the pair, this is the pair here. If you put that into a Binance Smart, into was it Polyscan? Polygon Matic Scan. You can see that. So I can't remember the browser's name, but that is the trading pair. You can go back and try and find the average price. There's another way. Nicholas says, did you realize that if each Axion reaches 0.025 cents, we're talking about 1,000x? Just mind-blowing. Absolutely, I agree with that. And that's why I showed on that tweet from the gorillas there. They showed that tweet there as well. All right, nice. The trade history is down here, but I don't know if you're going to get quite back to the beginning of Warp there on that one. Let's jump back to Axion. I think we're pretty much covered the Axion price. Obviously, a great deal. 1 ETH, $2,662 buy you 93.5 million Axion at the moment, so which is great. If you're looking at long-term investment, that's a great pickup as well. All right, so nothing on this channel's investment advice. Of course, you must do your investment due diligence. That's why I always say check out Axion.network, which is the website's been updated and it looks the best crypto website I've seen. It really is amazing. Hats off to Pullen from the core Axion team. Very, very cool. So you got lots of cool stuff. You got calculators and everything else there. I have been through this. You can earn a potential bonus through stakes as well. So when you make an investment, you can potentially earn a Collider, a particle NFT, and then you can try and use that. You got a 4% chance of winning a bonus investment. So imagine investing $1,000 and potentially getting a $1,000 instant return if you win that. So it's a pretty exciting thing as part of the environment for Axion. So Axion's got the Accelerator. It's where you buy and stake in one go and get all the benefits. And of course, you can earn up to something like probably between 32 and 47% APY. And of course, the Collider there as well is where you can potentially get a bonus investment straight out of the gate. And that would be huge if you did win at 4%. I think we're about $12,000 won recently. So pretty cool. All right, so really the website looks gorgeous. I love it, and I can't stop looking at it. It's great. The rest of the site's going to be pretty cool like that too. So the main products are the Accelerator, where you buy and stake Axion. You earn Axion, wrap Bitcoin divs, and you get access to the Launchpad. And of course, you get early access to some really cool IDOs and airdrops, pre-sales, and things like that, particularly if you're staked over 1 year. It's pretty nice. And of course, the Collider there is when you get bonus. So those are the three main products there, folks. And of course, you get the news and updates there going as well. I suggest reading the updates there because the updates gives you a lot of details about what's happening with Axion going forward. Particularly read this update here, which is pretty cool. So if you read this update here, it got all the latest and greatest in Axion. I'll might as well post that in the chat as well, just in case you want to see that. Very cool. So we're going to post that one. Bam. Let's post that. Boom. All right. So Nicholas says, can you explain what means 30 minutes chart or 2 hour charts? Yeah, 30 minutes just means that every candle that you have shows 30 minutes. So if we full scale here and we look at this, I've got this on the daily. So it's a 24-hour. Every candle is 1 day or 24 hours. So every candle you see is 1 day. It has the high price and the low price, the closing price, and the opening price. So you can see when I highlight it there at the top left there, it's going to show you those 4 prices. And it's also going to give you the change in the day. So cool as well. So that's where it works. If you want to change the period, just go up the top here, click hourly. That means every candle now is an hour. So therefore, you'd have to go back 24 candles to get 1 day. So that's pretty much it. You can use the little ruler over on the left there, and you can go back all the way to 24 hours. So that will actually count for you. So that's 24 hours right there. And you can see it says 24 hour on the ruler there. Tells you the difference in prices and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool ruler for sure. All right, so cool. Let us jump away from that. And so that's the update there. I love this update. And of course, Axion's already ticked off a few things. The launch partner did launch, a Legion launch partner, KYC has been implemented. NFT stake looks like that's coming soon. And we're looking forward to that. Every stake is going to have a galaxy on it. It's going to be pretty cool and potentially tradable as well. So that's going to be cool. Website, of course, there will be a fee for doing the minting of the stake. And of course, quite a bit of that was put into the Discord today. So there will be some sort of fee for that, depending on maybe the size of your stake that you're turning into an NFT. And that's going to be charged in Matic. So we'll wait to see the final formula for that. The website refresh, obviously looking stellar. As we say, it's looking really good. The YouTube video tutorial series is coming up, of course. That will be done by Pullen out of the core team there. New marketing's coming, which is going to be great. So this video series of new marketing and the website together, a beautiful way of onboarding new investors. as we say, it's as simple as more buyers than sellers. And of course, Axion is one of the very best staking and earning interest and Bitcoin divs. So it's pretty nice there. Axion launch focus, of course, that's the big focus for 2022. Potentially getting about 2 new launch partners through the launch pad there every month. So that's pretty amazing. 24 a year, that could give some really good opportunities for you to diversify your investments and get some really good ROI returns. Community voting, of course, coming up, and we're going to have votes around the tokenomic changes. First up, an Accelerator, potentially lifting at 55 to 70% on the buy and burn, which means more Axion gets off the market, helping that price push up, meaning that the more investors we get than sellers, the price will really start moving up. So that's the focus there on that. The centralized listing as well. Centralized exchange listing is still being worked on. We're going to get some news on that sooner than later, is the word on the street from the Axion official YouTube that they did the other day. And of course, a Fiat Elm ramp as well is going with that. So some 2 big items there on the 12 items coming up. So lots of good stuff. Marketing, big items there. Looks good to me. All right, so plenty of good stuff coming for Axion in the near term. And of course, let's go to the pledge here. We've got the Axion launch page down here. And of course, we've got the launches. We're going to go to the current launch, which is the Legion launch. Apparently, they have over 2 million downloads on their app. I haven't seen independent confirmation of that, but that's what they say. So you do need to do investment due diligence on that. I know that their Discord seems to be pretty busy, so it's positive. Let's go to the pledge, of course. The pledge here is running from the 10th of February, has been extended, and is now ending on the 27th of February now, so it's still open. You can see pledging is open there compared to the Warp one. That's obviously closed. See, it's closed. This one is open. So there as well. KYC is required for this particular launch. Not all launches will require KYC or know your customer. It's basically like a basic form of ID. Not all of them will, but this one does. And of course, you're getting a discount price at 7.5 cents. The full price will be 15 cents. And of course, it's going, I think it's the 3rd of March. It's going to go live on CC Swap. Oh, no, on Binance Smart Chain. So it's going to be a listing on that one. So Binance Smart Chain, and I think it's going to be Pancake Swap. So I think is the case. So, well, how much was raised? Is $200,000 has been allocated to Axion as an IDO partner on the launch pad, and $63,562 has been pledged so far from the Axion community. It's 31.78%. And of course, we've still got about 4 days to go. So looking pretty good there. And you get a certain balance as well. You can actually go back to the launch pad, hit the launch page there, and it'll bring up all the details of that particular launch on the Axion website under launch pad. So you can just scroll down there, and it gives you a lot more details. There is a bonding curve, of course. Once you pledge, you'll get a certain amount of the tokens, the LGX tokens, as they're called. So it's going to LGX tokens. 2.66 million have been allocated to Axion. And of course, at the price of 7.5 cents, it's $200,000. And of course, they're going to be allocated every month. You get about 16%. For about 6 months and 6 month period. So cool. That's what's cool about Axion, because Axion has all the stuff there that will show up in your vetting. So if you do pledge and you're successful, your vesting will show up there, and it will basically drip you those tokens to you every month. It's pretty awesome. The Axion's done a great job on that. And of course, there's 3 days and 12 hours to go until it closes. The allocations are pretty generous now. They've been lifted from $250 to $1,000. All you need is $5 million Axion stake for 350 days. So that's pretty good. You're going to earn Axion and wrap Bitcoin divs. Plus, you get an allocation to all the launch partners. And of course, up to 24 partners is the target for this year. It's going to be pretty cool upside here. So 5 million is not too bad at this price as well of Axion. So pretty cool. And you also get 2,000 if you do a max stake. So if you're staked for 15 years or 5,505 days, you're going to be able to get a $2,000 allocation. And of course, if you hold these 2 NFTs, the OG Polygon one or the OG Polygon 555 one, you get additional $2,000 in terms of your max application that you can do. So somewhere between $2,000 and $6,000 is what you can pledge, and that's pretty attractive. And you can pledge now using the vesting engine here. So under the pledge there, all you have to do is hook up your wallet and just put the allocation that you want to put in there, and away you go. Obviously, this wallet's a demo wallet, has no pledge allocation. So I can't actually pledge on this one. But if you've got some stakes, you'll be able to pledge there up to a certain amount there. Nice. So pretty cool on that. And that's all on the Axion portal site. So you can get access to that. I've got all the links in the video description. So you can find all this stuff. Very nice. All right, let's jump back to the Axion Accelerator, see how that's going. So still 100% remaining at the moment. So plenty of bonuses in there if you want to buy and stake. And then when you buy and stake, you get all the bonuses up to 15%, 1% per year. 4 big payday bonuses coming up over the next 4 years. So you get access to that 45 billion Axion airdropped over those 4 years. And of course, on top of that, you get a particle NFT. And if you get a 4% chance of winning up to 10x your investment, maximum reward at the moment is $1,500 or 50 million Axions, which is pretty nice. Top of that, of course, you get wrapped Bitcoin divs, and you can withdraw those at any time. It looks pretty good to me. So nice. Actually, it looks like there is a little bit that has been sold. 2.9 million has been sold so far. So it's just warming up. 1%. So 1% so far, just warming up. There's plenty long time to go before it recharges in 12 hours and 22 minutes. So nice. Once you accept, of course, all you have to do is put in the tokens, any of these 6 tokens, Matic, RAT, ETH, USDC, DAI Stable, RAT, Bitcoin, or Chainer, any of those. Put the amount that you want to invest. It will show up on the right here. See all your benefits there. And, of course, the longer pays better. So the longer you stake, the better. 350 days is the minimum to start getting some of the real big benefits. So that's 1% on the accelerator. And, of course, the first big payday gets ticked. So you get that one too. And then you get the RAT, Bitcoin, and stuff like that. So longer pays better. When you get all these bonuses with Axion through the accelerator, you then go to stake them. When you stake them, you swap your Axion for shares. Your shares determine how much of the reward pool you get. So obviously, the longer is better. You get 20% more shares per year. So over 15 years, you get 305%, which is pretty amazing. That's why Axion has so many people stake 15.2 years. Really is cool. Once you've accepted that, of course, just accept it, stake it, and your stake will show up on the staking page with all your financial details, the amount of shares that you have from staking your Axion. And, of course, your RAT Bitcoin, you can withdraw at any time or reinvest it in the accelerator, and your stakes will show at the bottom. Your particle NFT that you get as a bonus through the investing into Axion will show up here. You can either just keep it there, you can spend it and use it in the accelerator, in the collider, or you can sell it on OpenSea. And if you want to use it on the collider, you just have to pop it into the box here and just drag it from the bottom here, and it will show here. And you just drag it up to the top here, and then you actually get to influence the outcome of your benefit. You can max stake it, of course, of getting all those extra shares. And then you just click engage. You got a 4% chance of winning. And man, if you win, you get a huge return, a huge ROI. So say if you had $1,000 and you had a NFT that was a particle NFT that was worth $1,000, and you are lucky enough to get that 4% chance of winning, then you basically doubled your investment, right? So it really is kind of a cool extra. So far, about I think it's about 40,000 has been given out. Let's go over to the Axion general crypto there. We can actually see the results. So we'll jump in here up the top here. I think it's up here. So far there's been 4,433 collider attempts. So these are people that have got particle NFTs through the accelerator by buying and staking, by investing into Axion. And of course, 174 of those have won. And let me just disappeared there. So 174 have won, 4,259 have lost. And that's a 1 in 24 chance. So that's basically 4%, right? So 174 is basically 4%, give or take a little bit. And so far, 392 million Axion's been won. Is that awesome? And that's a total of about $11,400. So definitely people are winning out there. That's a pretty neat aspect there as well. Makes Axion's investing just a lot of fun. And I think that's pretty cool. Let's get into the chat there. Hey, we've got no one jumped into the community live show yet. So the link is available. If you want to jump on, there's the link. And feel free to jump on. This is community live show tonight for sure. And B.E.'s in the house. Glad to be here, man. Catching up on what I've missed. Hey, nice one, B. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. A lot of people like to jump on here, catch up with what's going on with Axion every couple of days. I'm doing live streams, so it's pretty good. And Kim says dollar costing again. Yeah, that's the way. DCA is typically the best, and you get good value over time for that, generally speaking. Obviously, we're all working to try and get the price up. We just need more investors than sellers, and then the price will start moving up. But we've seen some pretty positive signs as well, despite the fact that the market's having major pullbacks in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Although we've seen a nice little bounce back in both Bitcoin and Ethereum today, which has been quite good. John Atkins in the house. Hi, Superman, everybody. Hey, John, good to see you. Awesome Axion token channel member. Woo, woo. I love it when John's in the chat, that's for sure. Nicholas is in the house, says, why you have not been on the Axion AMA last week? It was Crypto Casino, but not you. It was fantastic live. Yeah, sorry, Nicholas. It's just that my clock's really out at the moment. I think that was probably about 9 o'clock in the morning here, which was the reasonable time to get up, but my clock is way out at the moment. So I'm doing lots of different stuff in the night, and so not quite getting up at that time, unfortunately. But hey, I'm working on it. So a good point though, Nicholas. I take it in kind. Nick says, from where come all that supply on the accelerator to buy? That will last forever, accelerator. And so the idea with the accelerator is that As the price goes up, then Accelerator comes down. The amount in Accelerator comes down. So we've still got a bit of work to do on that. Now, Pullen's done some terrific modeling on that. I do have that video on this channel if you want to check out the modeling for that, but also he did it on Axion Official as well. You can see that video. I might pull that up again. Now, there's something, I've got a good surprise coming up soon, so I hope that we'll cover that on that show. So, Nicholas, good question, and we'll get into the modeling of the inflation around Axion and around shares in that video when we get up to that. But I'll keep that hush-hush at the moment, but that's something, a nice little surprise coming up on that topic, hopefully in the future there. So, good question. Get over 10 million Axion with Collider on several stakes. Great. Yeah, that's right. It's pretty cool. That's well done to you. If you've got 10 million Axion in those Collider particle please, that's pretty good. All right. So that's where let's jump over to, I think we've covered, no, we haven't quite finished yet on covering Axion. We've covered the Accelerator, covered the particle NFT for the Collider that you get when you go through the Accelerator to buy and stake in Axion, potentially earning up to, maybe 32, 47% APR. Pretty cool, including Bitcoin divs. We've covered that. We've covered the launch pad. We're just going to jump over to the dashboard, check out the ecosystem of Axion. 335.3 billion Axion in total supply. 25 billion is in circulating supply. That's 84 billion. We've got 75% is staked at 251 billion. And of that, 49% is staked for 15.2 years or 5,555 days. That's 163.8 billion, which is amazing. That's the best number in crypto. With the average stake length, last time I checked was about 8 years. I should pull that up again on Axion today, but that was pretty amazing. Now, burn, of course, has been going really well. Over 37 billion Axion has been burnt. Can you believe it? Through the Accelerator primarily. That is amazing. We had 12 billion on the Ethereum when we were on Ethereum, and we've had 25 billion burnt on a Polygon since Axion migrated from Ethereum to Polygon. Amazing stuff. Let's see what we've got today. I don't think I wasn't live yesterday, so we've probably got 2 days worth. So we'll see how we've been going on the last 2 days. Right, to populate, there's the Axion burn. So whenever somebody invests through Axion on the Accelerator, 55% of that money goes onto CC Swap, buys Axion, and then burns it. And that means it gets off the market. So when you invest, you get all the benefits, but you also help the ecosystem when you go to the Accelerator as well. It's pretty cool like that. All right, so we've last 2 days, we've had what looks like we've had 22. It's 19 plus 4. That's 23. So 23 million has been burnt over the last 2 days. So we're going to go report that. I think that's enough to report. What do you think? I think so. So we're going to go do that. And there we are. Burn, baby, burn. I don't think Obler is in the house at the moment. Baby, burn. And what did we say? 23 million. I think that's what I said. 23 million Axion. Axion. Last 2 days. And total burn is now Axion. I think that's pretty cool. Nice. All right. So congratulations, everybody. Burn, baby, burn. Looking good to me. I'm going to put some fire on that thing and get some gifts out as well. Let's get some fire on that one. Woo-hoo. I'm going to find a good one today. I think we're going to get a good one. Maybe we can get a new one. I'd post that one, but probably get taken off for the thing. So we'll try and find something else. Let's go. All right. Fire hands. That looks pretty good to me. Very cool. All right. So Axion is looking good with the fire. And a nice one. So big shout out to everybody. Of course, that's all Axion off the market. So 23 more million Axion off the market. That's a good thing, right? All right, let's jump away from Axion and let's have a quick look at Warp. We've talked about Axion, talked about Legion. Now, if you do want to get involved with the Legion, do your due diligence. But that opportunity on the Launchpad is open to you up until the 27th. Let's get out into Warp. Of course, this is the website. I love it because it's always coming at you at 3D. I like that sort of thing. So pretty cool. And don't forget the developers of Warp, the developers of Axion. So that's pretty neat. We're going to jump to the dashboard here. So if you want to hit your dashboard, just hit the Warp app and that will open this up. Hook up your wallet there. Remember, it's on the Polygon network. And of course, we're going to have a look at this as well. It's got a galactic feed there. It's got your details of your starships and your amount of warp that you've got. So that's on the right there. It's got also if you've got a ship in transit between planets. Remember, this is basically GameFi, so it's gamification mixed with decentralized finance and put together. We call it GameFi. And basically, your goal is basically get your ship to planets and buy some warp and invest that warp onto the planet with the highest ROI. That's the main outcome of the game. And of course, in the future, there's going to be lots of other features. Going to be battles, ship battles. There's going to be adventures and many other things. There's lots of stuff coming. It's really, really cool. All right, so let's have a look at the overview at the moment. So we've got the market price at $192 for Warp. We've got market cap at $951,000 for Warp. That's just fallen below 1 million. We've got circulating supply at 1,488. Total supply is 4,945 Warp, so almost at 5,000. Warp burned at 154, and we've got the treasury balance at 1.5 million. So that seems to be the case there. And we've got the total value locked 286,000. I'm pretty sure this is updated. Let me just refresh this, just make sure that is updated. That's for sure. Nicholas says, I bought some Warp on pre-sale, but no idea how to get it, which is the link to the claim it. I would say probably that Warp is probably showing in your wallet. You just need to go to the website. So let me paste that in the thing. I think you just need to go to the website and then go open up the Warp app, and you should be able to just add the Warp band there, and you can actually add the token. I think you can add the token from there. So that should be cool. Let me just go to Warp. Let me go back to Warp there. Pretty sure there is the Warp contract there somewhere. Let me just open. I think I've got it on my one. Let me have a look. I haven't got Warp there. Can't believe it. So you just need to add the contract into your MetaMask there, Nicholas, and you should be able to access that for sure. I don't know if they have a prompt on here. I'm not sure if they have a prompt on the website here, but you just need to get the contract feed for that. Let me just go back to general. It's kind of FAQ, really. What I suggest is just get into the Warp Discord, and they'll help you with getting that contract. But the contracts is in the announcements there as well. So I'm not sure, it's miles back up here. The contract somewhere up here. So you need to go and check out that. That question is quite technical. It takes a little bit of time to go get. So not the best one for live stream, to be honest. But let's scroll back up here. Let's always try to help Nicholas as much as we can. That's for sure. What we're gonna do? We're gonna jump up here and find out the contract. That should your stuff should have just been airdropped. Your Warp should have just been airdropped to your wallet. That's probably the way that would have happened. Prana's in the chat. The Prana may know. Boy, how far ago was that? That's some miles ago. See, that's what I knew was going to happen because it's been launched for about 4 weeks or so now. So the contract address is miles up here. Miles and miles and miles. This looks like it's good. This looks like the one. All right, so that looks good. So let me have a look here. So token address. This is the one you want. So you're going to add this to your MetaMask there, Nicholas. See what I do. I go the extra mile. There we are. That's the contract address you want to add there, Nicholas. Crypto Jack says, lick that like and subscribe button. Excellent, Jack 3. Good to see you in the house. We've got Prana in the house. Hey. Good to see Prana finally being able to join. Now, it's super early where Prana is in good old New York State, probably about 3 or 4 in the morning. So big shout out to Prana for making it. CC's in the house morning, all popped in for 10 minutes. And then work. Yeah, CC works hard. So big shout out to you. Hope you've got your coffee, CC. And that's the most important thing. Prana says, hey, CC, and hey, Prana, whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, good. So don't forget, Crypto Casino is another content creator for the Axion community and does an awesome job. Prana's been started to do some videos too. So we look to see Prana develop that expertise. But big shout out. If you want to subscribe to Crypto Casino's channel, hit the channels tab and you can see Crypto Casino there. Does some great videos, not just on Axion, but Axion launch partners and a few other projects as well. So definitely check out CC's one. And have a great day at work there, CC, for sure. All right, so Nicholas, that is the contract. Add that to your MetaMask, and you'll be able to get access to that for sure. I heard some noise there. Hey, we've got a special guest coming in. This is the community live show. Here we go. Welcome. Hey, Prana, good to see you. Woohoo!
Hey, Superman.
Hey, this might be a community show of 2. We've got a community show of 2 at the moment. So we have a great Prana in the house. How you feeling? You feeling a bit better?
Yeah, it's just comes and goes, so I'm gonna try to hang in there.
Oh, sweet. Well, I appreciate it. I know it's late in the morning there, so it's good to have you.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. over here.
Yeah, you managed to catch me on the other YouTube channel too, which is crazy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that your other show is earlier, so it's easier for me to catch that one.
Yeah. Oh, I actually might end up doing an earlier show here for Axion that may capture a lot of people in your time zone. It might be a bit easier.
Yeah,
So,
that would be awesome if you do that.
yeah, I think I'll probably do that. That's probably seems good to me. Let's see here. So I think we got up to warp band. Yeah. So I think we got up to here. I think that everything looks good. So the market price for warp 192, market cap 951,000. It has dropped below 1 million, as I said earlier. Circulating supply 1488. Total supply 4945. So almost at 5,000. The burn is 154. That seems pretty similar to yesterday. So that's interesting. Treasury balance is 1.5 million. So that's not bad. I think that's a real strength to it. Total lock value 286,000. That means that's how much people have staked in warp and what it's worth at the current market price. Obviously, if the price of warp jumped to $200, that would jump over 500,000, maybe close to 600k. And of course, the current index on Earth is 1.35. So basically, an index basically means every 8 hours it adds another another decimal place, so 0.1 to it. I'm not sure, 2 decimal places. Yeah, 2 decimal places there to that. So cool. Backing per warp is 1,024. Now that basically is the treasury value divided by the circulating supply. And I do think that a better measure is the treasury divided by the total supply. So that's probably a better metric. And so that typically, would that put it probably at about 3 million? What? Yeah, $3 million. Sorry, $300, I should say, not 3 million. So I think this is probably the market price is certainly staying below the treasury value. So yeah, feel free to chime in there, Pran, if you do anything you want to point out there.
The current index, how I saw it keeps on increasing. I had this thought that it's kind of like the share rate in the other project, Axion, how it keeps on increasing.
So you think that the time increase from the number of payments is actually influencing the APY for the planet?
No, I'm just saying the index, how it keeps on increasing. So it's kind of acting like the share rate in Axion, where it just keeps on increasing. It never drops.
Yeah, my understanding of this is just the payment, the 8-hour payments that get added on to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you go to the actual staking here, you'll see that this is 1.35 as the index on Earth. But if you jump to Proxima B, if you go to jump up, it's only 1.2, so there's been 20 times 8 hours. And if you proxy it, it's at 109, so there's been 9 times 8 hours in terms of number of payments. Every 8 hours there's a payment. So it goes up by decimal places.
Yeah, you can see that the price increased by like 20% for Proxima B and I guess Earth as that's what the index I think is reflecting, how much the price increased or how much
the index is just the every 8 hours it gets added, goes up by 0.1 every 8 hours. So this is just saying that there's been nine periods of 8 hours, so 9 times 8 hours. So every 8 hours, the reward here gets added on every 8 hours. So you know that you've got 3 hours and 22 minutes until this reward get paid out, and then it will start click. That will go to 1.10, and it will just it will tick over again. Yeah. And that's true for so every planet has their own index, their own time. It's like a table of payments, and so this one here has had 35 times 8 hours. So it's been 35 payments of whatever. The next reward is here, this reward down the bottom, which is the 8-hour payment reward, this one here.
The rebate happens for every single planet at the same time.
Their own. Yeah, so that's why the index always starts at 1, and then it goes up to 1.001 when it has its first 8 hours. Then when it gets the second 8 hours of payment, like the second payment, which is the second 8 hours, so basically 16 hours, it'll go to 1.02, something like that. Prana has got the whoop whoop in the chat there, and then Nicholas says, I've added warp, but it is 0. Should I claim my warp from OpenSea or somewhere? So your warp won't be on OpenSea. So Nicholas says that he won some warp, or pre-saled some warp.
No, that can't be true, because the only thing that was offered for pre-sale was the ship parts. So there was no warp offered in their pre-sale.
So Nicholas, maybe you're not talking about your warp, maybe talking about a ship part or a ship. If so, then it would be on OpenSea. So it would be under the hidden tab, on OpenSea. So maybe sign on OpenSea there, Nicholas. And if you did get a pre-sale ship or there, didn't go check that out. CC says it's a Polygon RPC thing, Nicholas. You got to make sure you're on Polygon too. That's the other thing too. Yes, so we're on the OpenSea there. Yeah. Is there a help desk on Discord? There. We're on OpenSea over here, but I don't know. You might have to go to. Let's go to the Starship warship parts. If you got a pre-sale warship, it would be under. I'm not even sure. It's actually on your profile, isn't it? Let me go to my collections. Probably under my collections. No, I won't be under my collections. Where will it be? Yeah, yes, under my collections. So go to your profile on OpenSea. Go to my collections. Click on that, and then click on hidden. It should be on. Should show there. If you have got something, it will show there.
Yeah, the only place that he could have got the ship parts was through Axion launch, through the launch pad.
Yeah, through the launch pad. So that's where it would show up, though. Go to OpenSea, sign on, go to my collections, and then it will pop up.
And there definitely wasn't any pre-sale tokens. That's a special. Yeah, there's a special thing that Warp didn't want to do. They wanted to do a fair launch, so they didn't offer any pre-sale tokens.
Yeah, the tokens. Yeah, that's right. And the tokens can only be given once the contract's generated, which typically at the beginning. Why is that not updating? Come on. Oh, there we are. Man, look how long that. Very buggy, isn't it? Very buggy.
Yeah, Polygon's having RPC issues for the past couple of days.
I see, and hence that's why CC was talking about it. CC says Warp UI, if it shows 0 warp, Polygon, RPC, change, refresh. Warp UI, if it shows 0 warp, Polygon, RPC, change, refresh. Okay, so very good. All right, so cool. If you've got a hidden ship, it will show up there on the hidden tab there. I think we've showed that one. All right, so let's jump back here. So we're at the dashboard. I think we've gone through most of that there. Parts remaining 27,739. There's 30,000 in total. That excludes fuel. So there's 2,261 that have been sold. The APYs are different, of course. The best one is on the latest planet. So we might as well jump over to the staking. And, of course, we said the best return is on Midas. So if you've got a ship there, you'll be earning the best return there. Second best is Proxima B, and then Earth. And this is the key number. Every 8 hours, you're going to get paid this next reward yield. That's the one that counts. So obviously the 5-day one looks good. That's indicative, but that can change a lot depending on the amount of people that's staking. And I'm not sure what else plays into the APY yield there as well. Must be a formula sitting behind that. It's cool. What was the other thing I was going to talk about? Bonds. No, we're not going to jump to bonds. We're going to go to shipyard. So the shipyard.
There's no more bonds anymore.
There's no more bonds, but you can buy ships in the shipyard if you want to buy them instead of OpenSea. So you can buy ships from OpenSea or shipyard. Yeah. And of course, you can buy ships and parts, and there's a nice little filter there. It's pretty cool. It's good if you're going to hunt for ships, use both OpenSea and shipyard. Although I think more and more ships are going to shipyard, and it's a much better interface. As you can see, it's a bit buggy with the RPC issue on OpenSea at the moment. The other big thing, of course, was the recent feature that was open was to buy parts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure why that's not opening up there, fetching new data.
So now you have to, you could buy a part starting at $125. And you could pick what part you want. Before, you had to go through a bond and get a random part for a minimum $250. Yeah.
This is definitely better from that point of view. You can select the token, either warp die LP, you can set that up, or die, just use die straight out of the gate there. You get a slightly better rate of the LP version. And then, of course, you can select the part, as you say, Prana says, so you can set any of those. Very cool. And you can actually approve the die and then set the amount that you want to spend, right? So I don't know if I've got anything in this wallet to actually pay that. No, I don't. I got nothing. This is just a test wallet, so I've got nothing in it.
So if you spend like $125, you actually get double the points of how much you spend. So that's $125 would be 250 points. $500 if you spend on a part would be 1,000 strength points. Yeah.
That's a really good point. So if you're playing Warp and you want to get stronger parts and you don't want to buy them, but you want to set them up yourself, then as Prana says, you can pay $125, and that's right here, minimum purchase, and you could get, or your strength will be 250, which is pretty neat. Now, is that a limited time, Prana, or?
No, that's going forward, but I think there's when you buy a part through this new part system or parts marketplace, I'm not sure if this is correct, but it might be for a limited time. It comes with a free repair kit with each part.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
But that
So
that
it says
repair,
it includes bonus repair kit.
yeah,
Repair kit NFT when used will restore your entire ship back to full health. So that's going to be really good for ship battles when it comes up, right? So that's pretty cool.
yeah. And the thing is with that one, you can't transfer it or sell it to somebody else. So you, yeah, you can't make a deal on it. It's only a one-time use, and you're the only person who could use it if you buy the part.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nicholas says, I found it. Thanks. Yay. Yeah, good stuff, Nicholas. We took the time and there we are. We helped someone out. Isn't that great? All right. So cool. Let's jump over to Warp since we've talked about Axion and we're just wrapping up Warp here. This is all the official contracts here. So they're up quite a long way up. I had to go quite a bit of far to find all that. So Nicholas, if you're after all the official links there, that's it there. I'm also paste the link to this in the chat there. Copy message. Let's paste that in. So, Nicholas, if you want this, you probably save it to your favorite. It's got a little Russian bot in the chat there. Come to say hello. But we're going to say goodbye to Russian bot. And say, I'll put that. And all right, bam. All right. Cool. All right. So, looking good there. Let us jump over. And yeah, that is the link there. Nicholas, you probably want to save that to your favorites. Get all the links there, official links to the project. Nice. All right. So I think I just was going to go to the current announcement, see what the latest, greatest has been. We've probably got a couple in here since I did the live stream the other day. I think we're up to there was a fire chat with the Warp partners. So that was cool. I think that's on Monday the 21st. So it's been held. There's a fire chat with the Beefy. That's another partner. The 22nd of February. So has that been held? I think that has. It's got cool ships.
I was in there for a little bit.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and yesterday was Polydoge, and they're doing I think every single day this week with their partners for Warp, some type of fire chat during the day.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
good time.
This is the Polydodge one. I can see the Polydodge on the ship. So it's quite cool having branded ships. It's a really cool idea. And then we had fire chat with Beefy. That was rescheduled. Nice. Explore other planets, farm like never before. So it's pretty cool. Nice. So that's the latest and greatest since we did our last live stream. Looking good. All right. So I think that's it. They're obviously doing stuff on social media there. You're fairly active in the chat there, aren't you?
A little bit. So right now, it looks like the last planet, Medius, was launched about 10 days ago. And you know how they accelerated the next planet launches every 10 days. So we're at the 10-day mark for the fourth planet.
Which is purple.
Which is what?
Purple.
What is that?
Well, the color's purple.
Oh,
every
purple.
time they have the color, it's always the color.
Yeah.
So this was orange. It was the orange planet. This was red. It was a lava planet. Yeah. This is purple. So it's going to be some purple planet. Yeah. I like how you can put the thing in the planet there and send your starship to it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Where's your ship at the moment?
I actually bought a second ship. So one is stuck on Earth because I don't know if I could use a fuel cell and use it on another ship. And my first ship is actually the Las Vegas Inferno. It's on Medius right now.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, you're getting the best yield on there. Cool.
Yeah.
And have you still got both fuel cells? Or one?
No, I had to use all the fuel cells to get to Medius. From Earth to go to Proxima B and then to Medius. So I used 2 fuel cells for that.
Yeah, that's 2 jumps. Yeah, 2 days. So every day, 24 hours is a 250 fuel jump, right?
Yeah, so I did the bare minimum because I'm not trying to get there super fast.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. Okay. I guess the alternative is always buying a ship that on OpenSea that is actually docked there, right?
Yeah. So I put in an offer to somebody who has a better strength or integrity ship. So they have a good engine, good everything. And I saw that how much they paid previously for it. So I did a slightly better offer than how much they paid. And I'm hoping that they actually take me up on the offer if they feel like they're, they want to move on or something.
Yeah.
So I did that through OpenSea. I can't really see any good offers.
They were in the shipyard.
Yeah.
So yeah, OpenSea's. That's what I said. OpenSea's probably got quite a lot. So if we actually go to my collections here, hopefully that's gonna. Actually, my collections. No, my collections. No, my watch list. Not sure why I've lost my thing. My watch list. And of course, if you want to buy starships, you can go to the Warp Starship part. There, you can check that out. And of course, all these ships here, the cheapest is typically at the bottom here, but you can actually filter it for what planet it's stocked on, which is probably the most important thing if you're thinking about staking. So you can just hit Medius and get the latest because it's got the best return at the moment. Depends how much stake there as well. So that's
But for OpenSea, I'm not sure if it's actually showing
cheap,
that.
Cheap, that's for sure. So
yeah.
0.6
when it shows a dark planet, I don't think OpenSea is showing the that correct information.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, so you have to go back to the shipyard to get a decent.
Yeah, I think the actual Warp app shows a correct dark planet, but OpenSea is not showing it. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong about that, but it doesn't seem to be showing it correctly the dark planet for OpenSea.
Well, we've got. I've just done Vanguards, and I've done them on media stock. There, we've got two there, 1,500 and 4,000 dice. So that's right up there. So if I go to Proxima B, which is not too different in the return, I can find 1,000. That's just on that ship. Maybe if I add, how do you do all the ships? I guess I'll take them off. Hopefully that updates here. So that's all ships, and then is it ranking by the price? No, it's not. So how do I do? I have to.
You could go to the upper right where it has the refresh symbol and just
there.
You gotta go further. Right in that listings window, you see the three selections. Yeah, and then you start with price.
Yeah. Is that what you meant? What I just did? Yeah. So this one here, 350. So yeah, you need a spreadsheet to play this game, right? Because you need to think about the costs and then your capital costs and all your fuel costs, and then you need to have so much warp that you can actually make a return with the staking.
Yeah, so I'm basically out of it, but I'm trying to hedge a little bit, because I'm hoping, since I got these two ships, that it'll still hold some value where if I try to sell it off later, I could get my return on the capital.
Well, I think your ship, even though your ship it cost a lot to get to Midas, like a lot, it is of some resale value because it's already at that planet. There. Yeah.
So, and one strategy is the fewer ships that are docked on that planet, the better chances you're getting a better APY.
Yeah, especially if the TVL moves, the stake moves.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw the other day when we were on live here, the Proxima B was actually slightly better return at that stage than Midas, but it's moved back in favor of Midas again. That's interesting.
Yeah, so when Planet 4 launches, I'm curious how Medius and Proxima B will be with their APYs. Like
it's going to be interesting to see how many ships move now as it gets further out. Yeah, because I guess if you've got a lot of warp staking, then you'd be printing a lot of money. But then it's just you've also got the underlying price. So, you're printing a lot of warp, but then it's the price of that as well. So it depends on if you're measuring it in US dollar terms.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. I love this planet. Spinning around. No, that's it. Not spinning around. I thought that's spinning around. Look at that one. Spin around. They stop spinning.
On another screen, it'll spin around. Maybe dashboard or something.
Map.
Or the map. Go to the map screen.
I thought it was the staking. Yeah, no, it was just this one here. It doesn't seem to be. Let me just refresh. Maybe it's just lost itself out. I do like that feature. Nicholas says OpenSea will be the place to sell NFT Galaxy. Yeah, OpenSea will be, Nicholas. Cryptic Sense got to go, guys. I will pop in on live stream when not working later for now. Hey, CC, appreciate that. Yeah, keep in touch on the Discord, CC, and about that. It'd be great to get you on the channel again. CSCC says Prana, nice. All right, so hey, coming up 55 minutes, not too bad. Don't seem to have many in the community on at the moment, except for the famous two. That's me and Prana at the moment. So, all right, so cool. I like the burns going good. That's probably the time of day as well. That's why I'll definitely try early in the day when it's more favorable for North American and stuff. Obviously, it's early in the morning in the UK. It's like maybe around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that mark, and probably 8 o'clock, I think it is. And then it's probably 3 or 4 in New York. So yeah, I'll definitely try and do an earlier time. So if I do 8 hours earlier, then yeah, probably talking about around midday, might be like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's too bad there's no way like or if
Yeah.
there's a way for you to notify us when you're going to be coming on like ahead of time instead of Discord.
It's only because I just set it up this time in the evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool highlights. I was going to just go through. I just wanted to check on one thing, probably to top things off. I think we've gone pretty good. The ships there. So you're sitting there. You're earning APY warp on your
Medias.
Yeah, you just left it there, just ticking over. You almost set and forget it. Just let it keep ticking over.
Yeah, because that's the best planet to be on right now.
Yeah. So are you accumulating the warp and staking it on it? You compounding the warp?
I think it automatically compounds. You just leave it there staking.
Oh yeah, it does just automatic compound. Yeah, so they're just adding on. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. All right. So you're not taking any warp that you earn and then selling it. You're not doing that strategy.
No, it might be useful later, I guess. I don't think I'm going to be battling, but I'm curious how that works out.
Yeah. What was the other thing? That's not just battling coming up. There's another
space races.
Space races, yeah, and there's also like adventures, like you got to achieve certain things. I can't remember what they call that, but yeah, there's quite a few different gamifications coming in. It's nice.
Yeah, there's a couple of big announcements fairly recently in the Axion Discord. I mean, not the Axion, Warpbound Discord under announcements. It takes a while to read, but yeah, there's a couple of big announcements in that one.
Yeah, I might do a whole video just on Warp with the gamification coming up.
Yeah,
because I wanted to. Yeah, sorry.
The battleships or the battles are supposed to be coming out between planets 3 and 4, so I'm thinking Planet 4 is going to be delayed a little bit. So the battles could be launched first.
Cool. I'm just going to jump over to the Axion just back there just to wrap up because I thought this was going to be updated. Now because TDL said it was going to be updated a few hours ago, so that's still not updated there on this NFT. So I was waiting to see what that looks like. I think I may have seen a snapshot of that. Have you seen what that looks like? The NFT?
Not the new one, no. I saw the old artwork for the Ethereum version, but not the new, whatever the new one is going to be, how it looks like. I haven't seen that yet.
It would be terrible if the new artwork comes in and this old one's worth more. That's because $2,000 for the LP replenishment NFT.
Yeah.
And they are going to be looking to add more value into NFTs coming up. So it's going to be pretty cool. All right. That's pretty much it, folks. I think we've kind of covered all the topics. We covered Axion. We've covered the Legion launch, which is on at the moment. So you can qualify for that. And I don't know if you're still if you're still watching, John, but I think that you did apply for the maximum pledge. I'm not sure if you've increased your pledge. Let us know in the chat if you've actually increased your pledge since they increased it to a maximum 8,000, or you just kept at what you originally had, John. Let us know in the chat if you have changed your Legion pledge then. But that's pretty much it. Hey, the Axion's looking like it's almost back at quadruple 03, which is really positive. Good to see it back, climbing back over that mark. So good. Yeah, great price, folks. If you're watching Axion at the moment, great time to accumulate large amounts of Axion, stake it, and earn all the perks. And it's going to be pretty fun in the year ahead for sure. All right, Prana, I think we might end up there. We're almost at an hour, so 58 minutes and 30 seconds. John's in the chat. Woohoo! I kept it at my original 1,500. Nice one, John. I think that's probably a good balance as well. So good stuff there, John. Now, that's going to be launching at 15 cents. So we've got a minute or two, so we might as well talk about that briefly. Let me just, did I put it there? Just trying to, I said the 3rd of March it's launching on the exchange. Let me just, I've got the details. Yeah, the token will be launching on PancakeSwap on BSC network. So I was right about that. March the 7th. So I was wrong about that. It's not the 3rd of March, the 7th of March with a launch price of 15 cents. So hopefully that means that you'll be at least double your bags there, John. But of course, it has a 6-month release, a 4% on the 7th of March. So you can get 4% straight away, John. And then you're going to get the rest of that over that period of time. But John's a long-term investor, so he plays it well. So all the best for that, John. Nice one. And anyone else that's got involved with the Legion one there. And it's going to be fascinating to watch that project. They say they have over 2 million downloads within a short space of time. I just haven't seen an independent check of that, but that is pretty exciting if that is the case. So that could be huge. So definitely is a cool thing. All right, let us finish it. John says, I think you may have said the other day the low price was exclusive to Axion. TrustSwap have at the same price. No, I didn't say it was exclusive. I just said it was the IDO price for that. So because I knew that Axion wasn't the only IDO launch partner because of the amount that we got. So I knew that they would have more launch partners than $200,000 worth. I think we went through the website and they already had the previous investors in there as well with the previous launches. So cool. All right, good one, John. All right, so it's an hour, folks. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this awesome Axion update. And of course, there's so much happening, right? As we said, it is the big 12 list for Axion, Legion launch pads at the moment. And of course, Warp is just going, growing by the day. And that's going to be fascinating to watch that project build out its gamification in the weeks ahead. It's going to be pretty good. All right, take care, everybody. And thanks, Prana, for being on the community show today. And,
thanks, Superman.
Yeah, no, welcome. And I will see you soon. We've got a surprise guest coming up in a little wee while. Once it gets booked in, locked in, you're going to enjoy that one for sure. Might get Prana back on for that because Prana will be pretty happy about that too. All right, take care. Bye for now. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. You know how it rolls. All right, bye for now.
Take care.